I'm gonna change my song to this one. Is that coming through?
Yeah.
Good.
Hear the sound of music drifting in the aisles. Elevator Prozac stretching on for miles. Music of the future will not entertain. It's only meant to repress and neutralize your brain. Soul gets squeezed out, edges get lost. Demographic gives what you want. One of the wonders of the world is going down. It's going down, I know. It's one of the blunders of the world, and no one cares. No one cares enough. Now the sound of music comes in silver pills, engineered to suit you, building cheaper thrills. The music of rebellion makes you wanna rage, but it's made by millionaires who are nearly twice your age. Soul gets squeezed out, edges get lost. Demographic gives what you want. One of the wonders of the world is going down. It's going down, I know. It's one of the blunders of the world, and no one cares. No one cares enough. One of the wonders of the world is going down. It's going down, I know. It's one of the blunders of the world, and no one cares. No one cares enough. One of the wonders of the world is going down. It's going down, I know. It's one of the blunders of the world, and no one cares. No one cares enough. One of the wonders of the world is going down. It's going down, I know. It's one of the blunders of the world, and no one cares. No one cares enough.
always like the drums on the songs that you play.
Yeah.
It's just so
I
cliche,
take
but
it-
I'm like, oh, nice
I
drums.
take it you knew the drummer.
Was that so?
I take it you know the drummer, and that's how you found the band, or no?
Personally.
Yeah, the drummer's Gavin Harrison. It was like kind of when I was first getting into like finding music, like looking up drummers on YouTube, and like, oh fuck, he's amazing. And then like looking at, because I never got like super into this guy. I don't know, never got round to it. Some of it's quite, a lot of the songs are quite, I guess, inaccessible. You know, like there's a lot of like complicated music theory stuff going on, which just makes it a bit hard to get into it sometimes.
15/8 or whatever.
Yeah, there's loads of that kind of stuff. But he's a really good drummer. I think he sounds really, like, just sounds good behind the kit, you know?
Yeah.
I liked how it transitioned from that kind of like instrumental bit at the start into that kind of like ballad-esque.
Yeah.
The harmony bit.
Aye.
Mm.
It was.
Stunning.
Aye, it was
I
really good.
don't know why I was getting kind of like Middle Eastern Arabian vibes at the start. I don't know if that's just this. I don't know how to articulate it. Like,
Sort of
the
guitar
sort of-
tone.
Yeah, like the kind of whatever instrument.
Yeah.
I guess it probably is just a guitar.
with some sort of
It
filter on
sounds it sounds different slightly though to a guitar.
Yeah, so I think they're quite meticulous with their like production.
Did any of you pick up a kind of Nirvana kind of vibe at all?
In
I get
what
that.
sense? I don't really listen
Um,
a lot of Nirvana, to be fair.
Okay, yeah, like vocally almost.
Aye, vocally and just like the kind of, not that it was an overly loud song, but the kind of transition from like quieter instrumental
yeah.
stuff to like a kind of, not, I wouldn't say it was actually crescendo, like just a quite more brazen chorus vocal
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, like it grows with.
Aye,
Yeah.
aye,
Aye.
definitely.
Slightly less aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
But
Like, obviously
Makes
most
sense.
people hear Nirvana, they think like Smells Like Teen Spirit, and that's like a really loud song, but I'm thinking more like the other stuff on Nevermind. Like the more,
Yeah, like I can't think of a word either.
let's, fuck,
Uh-huh.
just always have notes. notes.
I like how slow 7/8 because that was in 7/8, but it's not like all janky and like weird
Yeah,
on
it's still
purpose.
very groovy.
Aye.
Like kind of no
But you
7/8
can
and
still
no.
bob your head without having
Yeah,
to
it's
change
no
how you
7/8.
bob your head.
It's no 7/8 like got you.
Aye,
It's like
aye.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Because a fast 7/8 is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6,
Oh,
7,
no, 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 no.
yeah, no, like it. So it's the verses are 7/8. The
I
chorus
like the
is
little splashes
4.
as well. The little splashes are really
Those,
good.
Yeah,
yeah.
we like kind of.
The little
Yeah, I quite like the lyrics as well because obviously it's not a mainstream song. It's about in the like the writers.
Wait, who's it by? I don't even
So
know.
yeah, so the band is Porcupine Tree.
Right.
I can't mind the name of like the singer whose like band it is.
Yeah.
He's meant to be like when I say meant to be like some hotshot, I don't mean like, oh, this guy thinks he's the shit.
Yeah.
Like he's meant to be kind of
The shit.
I don't know,
Expected.
good at music, I guess, would be a description. But in his eyes, it's meant to be like kind of how, I guess, the mainstream music industry is kind of moving away from folk really going and sitting and writing songs and playing music to, oh, well, this, folk like songs that have this in it, so we'll put this in a song and
Yeah.
we'll get him to sing it because everyone loves that guy. And then
Yeah.
kind of like manufactured music rather than like created music.
Aye, the mass-produced
I feel like that's kind of
stuff.
a close-minded point of view though, because I feel like music's always been like that, like since like telly was around.
Bach. When Bach got commissioned
Aye.
to write symphonies for a chapel. Or whatever.
Aye.
I know there's like getting paid to do music, but I think there's also music that gets like, because see when we hear pop songs, I feel like you only hear the ones that are actually quite good, but there's so much that goes out that is just like
Gross.
it's no like somebody who's doing it because they want to make music. I'm not saying this is all pop
Like
music.
Rebecca Black's Friday. That entire like company, like I know it's
Yeah, I mean,
that entire company is literally like, we will just write a fucking like
yeah, exactly. It's no like
most
Rebecca Black's
accessible.
pouring her soul into it. It's
I'm thinking more the company more than her, because I feel like she's she's had enough of
Yeah,
this.
I mean-
of it.
It's like that Swedish guy, that Max Martin guy, who has got more number ones than does it like Lennon and McCartney combined, and like
And I've never heard of
that.
it.
He's it's like no one's heard of him. He's worth 260 million he's written for literally everybody, like Taylor Swift, Adele, like Katy Perry.
Or like the Monkees, like for the 60s, who were like, you know, like they had songs that were played by folk, but it wasn't them. They just went on stage and looked good.
It was them. It
Yeah.
was.
Because,
Yeah,
so
or like
kind
the Birds are the same. Like
that kind of idea of, you know, focal pay, so we can, and like whether there's something wrong with that, I don't know, but I think that's the point of the song.
I would
being like, that's what's happening.
agree
We're
with
going to lose the value in music.
I would always dissuade the whole argument that like since television's been around, music has been for the market, like predominantly. I don't think so. I think music's still an individual creative.
Oh, aye, yeah, like,
Aye.
I think you'll see like chat like that on Twitter of like, oh man, I wish I was born in the 70s or whatever, because like all the music that's around now is
bad.
not what I
All the
like. I
music
like
back
older
then
music.
is good.
But there's still so much, like there's
Yeah.
so many more folk making like good music now. It's just that there's so much of it,
Yeah.
less of it rises.
Yeah,
to top.
the good stuff. The good stuff's harder to find.
Yeah, but there's, I'd say probably as much of it out there. You know?
But the stuff
Aye,
that does
aye.
rise to the top is like the most accessible, like the most relatable, kind of like just, I don't know, the Beatles singing about love. Like everyone's like, oh, I can see some of myself in that, and so that's all that you hear about for that time period or whatever the fuck.
And also we've had this conversation a number of times, but it's like the context of like, it's not so much that there's so much good music now, which there is. There's thousands of great artists that you could go and spend. You could never find all the good music.
Aye.
But back then, like the 60s, 70s, like you had to have either like a pirate radio station, or you listened to the 2 radio channels or the 3 tele channels. Like, so like if everyone, like, we've not got a show like the Ed Sullivan Show.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like if you were on the Ed Sullivan Show, like the Beatles were or the Stones were, like literally a third of all people watching television in America saw that. So
I mean,
the zeitgeist is different.
could you make the argument for what's his face? Who's the guy that plays the piano on Jules Holland? Like, it's not quite the same thing, but like he has music, you know, folk that are, he'll have like his headliner of the week or whatever, and then he'll have, you know,
Music fans watch Jules Holland, I would say. Like,
I mean, you could argue that's the point, though. Folk that want to find good music.
aye, but everybody watched Ed Sullivan.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
Everybody watched Ed Sullivan.
yeah, fair.
You know,
karaoke, yeah.
But folk also just watch less TV, though.
It's got obviously.
I'd say more like Carpool Karaoke is going to have a
That's
greater
the
pull
closest.
on.
Yeah. But the thing is, there's just so much different options for everybody.
Aye,
Yeah, that's the real difference. Doesn't matter if
What-
there is one that's similar,
Aye.
not the context of what information you can get and what things you can watch is completely different.
how many breakout stars have been on Carpool Karaoke though? Just to like draw back to that, like how many like
Oh,
oh my
none.
god,
I
now
don't
that they
even
went
know.
on Carpool Karaoke, they're huge. There's
Yeah.
already people that have a massive following.
Yeah.
Like, that is what's different
That's true.
from now and then, is that like the Beatles were huge in Britain, and then they went to America and played Ed Sullivan, and went back home, and then came back and were f***ing huge.
Aye.
Like,
Aye.
Jesus.
Like- hey, you'll get shot for that.
They were
I
Christian
wonder what
podcast.
the Beatles TikTok would look like if they had one today.
That's not a question I would answer.
Just a quick footnote. I need to say that I was wrong. Martin is the songwriter, that Max Martin, with the third most #1 singles in the chart, behind only Paul McCartney and John Lennon.
Okay.
So he's like,
All my homies hate John
so
Lennon.
here's his associated acts, right? Britney Spears, Adele, Backstreet Boys, Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, like Maroon 5, Katy Perry, Pink,
Fucking hell.
Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, Justin Timberlake, Avril Lavigne, The Weeknd, like
It's mad that he's been doing it as
That's
far
like-
as like the Backstreet Boys and
Yeah.
shit like that, and he's still
Like
doing
2000s or before that, but like predominantly like Justin Timberlake
it. Mm-hmm.
was Justified like 96 or something like that.
Fuck's sake.
yeah.
See the thing
Yeah.
with
Mental.
like having all these, like we were mentioning, instead of it being like 3 TV channels, now there's literally millions of like places to get content. I feel like it's easier to, I mean, this is like well known, just like get into your echo chamber and keep watching the things that are related to you, and then the algorithm feeds back things that are exactly the same.
that are
and then
suggested.
you just keep on
yeah.
listening to the same shit over and over and over, which is, you know, what's good about talking to your pals about music they've heard, and perhaps
You've
creating
definitely
it.
know.
You've definitely not heard. Now that you've checked it, but you've definitely not heard.
Yeah, it's good to get turned on. Like, see, when it's good to find something yourself, and it's good to turn people on to other stuff. Like, that's just, like, Michael turned me on to the Arctic Monkeys. Like, I genuinely no heard them, like, which just seems mental because they were such a huge thing. But I was
Knew
like,
them before they were big. We all heard it.
aye, like I didn't know who they were.
I
Like,
mind that. I mind the first, my dad coming home with a CD for the first album. He's like, "Oh, I heard one of their songs on the radio," and then it was just one of the songs that was in the car like forever. No, that they weren't like massive then, but you know, no like super massive until.
For some of our younger viewers, a CD is like a physical. It's like, you know what's funny?
this is going to be age-rated, Liam. We're not going to have any younger viewers.
More people know what a bloody vinyl record is. I reckon, like, my little brother, who is now 18, definitely has more vinyls than has ever had CDs, which is weird.
I've got loads of CDs in my car though right now, but
I've got like 2 CDs. One's Machine Head and one's Iron Maiden, and they're over there next to my record player, which has
Machine Head.
The CD that's in my car is absolutely on brand. It's Johnny Cash, The Sun Collection.
I was going to say Conway
I've got that as well.
I've
Is
got
that
a
the 3-disc thing?
Yeah, it's just like
Bonus
every song.
tracks, Folsom is like number 27 or something.
Aye.
Is it the one that's like just every song's the same? Like,
It's
I'm not saying that every
it's-
Johnny Cash one is, but I've got a CD of like, it's like Johnny Cash the Anthology, and it's like 400 tracks, and 90% of them are the same
90%
song.
are hymns.
Well, I've got the book here, right? And he talks about how he was really held back with the fact he didn't want to learn any music. It's just like,
So it all sounds the same, but the words are completely different. Yeah.
to be fair,
I really like the
I'm not trying to knock Johnny Cash.
slide
Just
guitar
for
and
the
all that. It was like the slide guitar and the guitar arrangements.
Yeah.
The sound of it is really nice.
Mm.
But
aye, no, but
There's
there's
so
a
many.
reason. You're chucking off
70
shit at the wall.
Sorry, it's
There
gonna
is some,
say-
Aye.
there's some crap. Like there's some.
Aye, there's no like. I mean, another conversation we had.
there's
many
fiddle
times,
as well. That's why I liked it. There was a good fiddle in it.
Love a good fiddle.
Like, how
Good fiddle.
many
Well,
artists
boy.
do you know that don't have at least like some songs you don't like?
Yeah. Aye.
That's a
like,
good question, and I
zero,
want to actually
I
try
think.
and...
Well, probably a new artist with one song out. But other than that, yeah.
myself.
Aye.
I love every song I've ever...
Introspective.
No, I'm not the biggest fan of Ghost Puppers, but I like the other stuff.
Well, like,
I think Ghost Puppers is his finest work, personally.
but there's that one, and there's also like I just changed the, like I kept the same like MIDI input, but changed the like sound
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
like
Yeah.
dogs barking. That's how that was. Like I made Ghostbusters in the sort of like chip tune, and then I changed the synth to just a dog bark. That's how that was. Okay, that was a cover. That was one of my covers.